Your court television news starting now.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of the NJCourts St. Patty's Day edition. I tried my best. I don't know if that was more Scottish or if that was kind of Irish. I guess you'll be the best to determine, but that is the best I can do. But anyways, let's not mock our Irish friends, and let me just go back to my normal voice here. Welcome, everybody, to a Thursday morning live edition. As you can see, it's me, / St. Patty's Day edition court news update. A big thank you to everybody taking the time out of your busy Thursday morning to join me, your host, NJCourts, as we dive into a case study this morning. Amongst some other updates and other bits of information that we're going to discuss and go over, we are going to take most of today's show to review where we are at as of today's date with the Jimmy the Christian, aka James Leonard Nichols Ward case. So for some of you that may be new to this individual, hell, maybe even new to this channel, don't worry. I'll give you a little bit of brief background as to what's going on with this case. But before we get to that, let's say some hellos and highs, because it's been a while. As a matter of fact, I think last time I saw most of you guys was on our walk and talk this last Sunday. So if you didn't have a chance to check that out, after this show, if you're still, got some time or you're a little bit bored later, enjoy it. We went to the Big Daddy's Flea Market, about a little hour and a half walk and talk, had a lot of fun. And again, thank you for everybody that joined me on that Sunday. So as we allow these notifications to go out, let me just get kind of set up here. And in the meantime, I want to start by saying some highs and some shout outs to everybody. First off, let's start from the top. What up, Roofer? Good morning, sir. Sicilian Princess, good morning. And actually, Bohemian Monkey, I know you were first in chat, so good morning to you. I think you came in last night. So good morning, Floof. Good morning. I think you were one of my new viewers I saw because I noticed you had a lot of questions. So hopefully you enjoyed today's coverage. And thank you for those in chat that were so kind to answer some of those questions. What up, Miss Ella? Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. And you have a great rest of your morning. What up, Madame Star? Good to see you. So, let's see here. Let me give you kind of an itinerary of what we got going on today. As you can see, we're getting hyped up and ready for a special St. Patty's Day IRL weekend. Okay, so as promised, we are going to stay true to our kind of broadcasted, or what did we say, our schedule of broadcast this month. Okay, now we did change that up this week. Yet we did, instead of a Wednesday night, I decided to do a Thursday morning show. Reason I did that was just I wanted to give some of our folks that don't really stay up too late an opportunity to catch a live show without it having to be a replay. And again, I'm kind of just testing out a lot of these different time slots just to get a good feeling from you guys, the audience, as to which you prefer. But staying true to the schedule, this Sunday, we're going to have a St. Patty's Day broadcast. It's going to be a fun IRL, but that's going to start Saturday night. So the St. Patty's Day festivities, and I'm not going to tell you what that is yet as we get closer, which I think is going to be tomorrow. Yeah, Friday. It's already Thursday. I will leave you guys a notification and let you know what's going on. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So again, if you have nothing else to do this weekend, join me as we enjoy St. Patty's Day the NJCourts way. All right, what up, Jimmy's Teeth? Now, today is kind of one just because we got ready, okay? You know me. I love to get hyped up for holidays, especially ones that involve beer, green beer. But yeah, I know. I got a little bit hyped too early. But hey, who cares, right? What up, T1001 Terminator? Welcome. What up, Johnny Pepperoni? Good morning. But as you all saw in the title, we've got, again, we're going to be doing a case study with the Jimmy the Christian case. Reason being is a lot of shit starting to go on now, okay? I'm going to be going over some dates with you. They've already assigned some court dates on that case, which for some of you that are new, this case has already been going on for a bit. These aren't like brand new court dates or anything like that. But it's getting down to that time where everything's going to start getting really serious, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be covering that today. We're also going to be covering, let's see, some breaking world news, okay? Not going to tell you what it is yet, but breaking world news. We're also going to discuss a little bit about, and this was per a lot of you all reaching out to me, wanting to get a little bit more info, and we're going to be discussing a little bit what went on with the whole incident/accident that happened just a few days ago with a live streamer by the name of Mondo, aka Salmon Andy. I think we touched a little bit on this on our State of the Union watch party, if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry, because that was after that. On the Walk and Talk, I mentioned it just briefly, but I have had a lot of people reach out to me, and we'll discuss it a bit. And finally, we are going to end the show with, and again, if you guys want to join, you can. If not, we're going to just kind of go from news to a little bit of fun. We are going to end today's show, and if you guys more than happy to, if you can figure out a way to help me, by all means, I'll take any advice. But today is the day that I have to take dog pics, okay? As most of you know, myself and my dogs, Rio and Dobby, we like to, you know, take pictures and post them for the different holidays and festivities for all our viewers and friends. So, being that St. Patty's Day is coming up this weekend, we're going to be taking our dog pics as soon as we're done with this broadcast. That way we can go ahead and edit them and get those posted up by tomorrow or Saturday. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Mary T. Good to see you. I hope you are enjoying that duck call, and let me know, did you get any ducks coming in? If so, we can give them a good rating. If not, we'll give them a bad rating on that duck call. Just kidding. But good to see you, my friends. Let me see if I didn't miss anybody. What up, Zero's Nightmare? All right, so let's get going. I think the notifications are out. People are starting to wake up. Good morning and cheers to everybody. Although it does say Carta Blanca on my glass, this is not Carta Blanca. A little too early for me, although it is St. Patty's Day weekend. But this is just some mandarin juice. So we got a little mandarin oranges and some mandarin juice to start the morning off. So cheers to everybody. I hope you guys have a great Thursday. Cheers to a great start of the St. Patty's Day weekend. And most importantly, please be careful, okay? Drink responsibly. And don't forget, man, it just literally, I think most places now for St. Patty's Day offer free rides, okay? And if that Uber, Lyft probably has discounts or free rides that you can get for this weekend. So please don't drink and drive. Have fun, but don't drink and drive. All right, guys, cheers to that and to a great, safe weekend. All right. You know what we're going to start off with today? Let's just get right into some breaking news, right? Let's just wake everybody up. So with that being said, let's roll into an NJCourts. Hold on. I don't want to mess this up. Damn it, I'm going to mess this up because I kind of played it. Oh, shoot, how am I going to do this? All right, you guys close your eyes for like 5 seconds really quick so you don't see my screenshot. All right, ready? Close your eyes now. All right, you can open them. All right, so pretending you didn't see what you just saw, I, NJCourts, welcome you to a World Court News Update. And in today's World Court News Update, we have an announcement by the IRL live streamer that goes by the name of Ski Mask Andy has announced. Now, I may have this wrong and correct me if I do. I think for the 1050th time that today will be his final stream. Today will be the day that he will retire. Or is this just the 1050th scam or attempt to try to bait donos by saying, hey, it's my last stream, so please send me off with some money, and then I'll be back later tonight. Oh, sorry, Mary T. I stand corrected. Mary T has corrected us with 1,437th time that Ski Mask has announced his final and last episode. But he did sound a little serious. We'll see. I mean, doesn't that look like the face of somebody that's just put in years of hard work and is just ready to call it a day or call it a retirement? I think so. Oh, yeah, Madame Star. I'll tell you what, I hope we don't learn about any of these individuals on my channel because we cover court news, which means they would have to get in some trouble because that could mean they'll hurt somebody. All right. Now, if they hurt themselves, I don't care. Okay. I know it sounds mean, but I am so tired of hearing these innocent victims that get hurt by all these dumbasses that are the ones breaking the law. And it just sucks that seems to be kind of the luck of the draw sometimes. But anyways, that concludes your world breaking news. How was that? Not too bad, right? Now, we are a low budget production here, okay? So, and unfortunately, I didn't have the sound effects board ready. Otherwise, I would have tried to make that into like a sound effect, but I think it worked. All right, so that concludes your world news update. All right, let's get into the serious stuff, all right? As a matter of fact, let me take these off because they're starting to give me like some weird like little tracers going back and forth there. I think from just squinting so much with those. So let's get into the serious stuff, all right? That has to do with the Jimmy the Christian, a.k.a. James Leonard Ward, or James Leonard is his middle initial, Ward Nichols. He's got a 2-word last name, okay? For some of you that are maybe not familiar with this individual, I don't even really know how to introduce them because I wouldn't even say they're a streamer. They're most probably notable for being the assistant to Elisa Jordana, which I think most of you are familiar with. If not, Elisa Jordana is currently an IRL streamer who kind of made her claim to fame when she entered the IRL scene as a kind of character with Andy Dick and the Captain Content RV cast, I think is safe to say. But anywho, this individual kind of came on the IRL scene or kind of the YouTube scene with Elisa Jordana. Again, kind of in the position as a assistant to a IRL type of college that she was running. Again, I don't know if that's still a business that she currently has active. I think last time we even checked into this, a lot of you had mentioned that it was not even her business that she calls, wasn't even actively registered in the state of Florida, which at that time she was actively recruiting people and characters and individuals to come and join her on her IRL college, which she, promised would lead into you having a successful IRL career. We all know all it was just a scam, in my opinion, just to get free content, right? Because most of the time it was just people that didn't really know what she did. And then once they figured out what type of crappy content she was all about and that they were just being used, they always get mad, leave. And that's what created her content. So just to give you a little backstory. Hey, really quick, pause for the cause. Big shout out. We just got a $5 Cash App. Shout out to Bologna. Or is it Bologna? Hold on. It says for shout out to Bologna. I think I said it right. Bologna. Bologna. But big thank you to you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen in the jury, you know what to do. Spam them if you got them. Thank you so much for your support, my friend. This slam goes out to you. Good morning, Zen. Good morning, Slow Adult. This is going to be about Jimmy because he's the one in trouble at this moment. Now, I think Elisa's gotten in some trouble. I haven't looked too much into it regarding some trespass stuff. Again, I don't want to make allegations, just stuff I've heard in the past. But today we are going to be focusing on the current trial and case that has to do with Jimmy the Christian. Let me just reply big thank you to this donation. And again, thank you guys for all your support. 100% of those donations go right back into this channel. That is what continues the court coverage and has continued the success of this channel going on to our 2nd year. So again, big thank you to all my members of the jury and thank you to everybody who has got us to this point. All right. What up, Sean Faze? You know what? I don't know if you heard, but if not, you'll see here in a bit. but he just they literally bumped up or changed his, or let's just say added some new counts or charges to one of his cases. So he is now currently facing 21 charges of possession of pornography. 21 charges. I'm probably going to say, and with the fact that he has also confessed and has a manifesto, which is a self-confession of himself as well, in addition to the confession that he made to the detectives when they did their interview, I don't think they're going to find him not guilty if it goes to a jury trial. Just my opinion. All right. So, hey. People can have their opinions as long as it conforms to the TOS. Now, we don't have to agree with them. All right. So, well, thank you for the info. All right. So let's move on. So anyways, little backstory to who Jimmy the Christian is, how he kind of got into the YouTube platform, and reason now he's being covered by us is because he got in trouble. Now, most of you know about this past, and we're not going to get into it. It's very disgusting. As a matter of fact, till this date, I have never published, nor will I, the manifesto that, or posted any video of it. It has been discussed, but there was a manifesto that this individual put out. Very disgusting. Something that I would not even tell you to read, okay? I don't care how interested you are in this case. Don't worry. You'll get the gist of everything here in a bit, okay? But anyways, in this manifesto, this individual confesses to a lot of disgusting crimes, okay? A lot of disgusting acts of pornography, okay? Or however you state it, okay? Pretty much, in short, guy's a sicko. Again, my opinion. All right. Now, with that manifesto and the fact that this individual ended up turning himself in, again, this all happened at Walmart. It was a big incident. There's body cam footage. We've already shown that. So again, just not something I'm going to get into. It's not because I don't want to. It's just stuff we've already covered. Just trying to get, everybody caught up in case you didn't know about some of the backstory. But pretty much he turned himself in at a Walmart. And this Walmart had a little bit of importance because it was a Walmart that he had previously in past years committed a crime at, okay? And is why he had chosen to turn himself in at that Walmart. Now, he was not arrested at that time. He was just placed in the back of a patrol car and transported down to an office where some detectives gave him an interview. And then after that interview and again, I may be mistaken, I believe that was the exact day he was arrested. Either way, he was arrested. He's currently in the custody of the state of Florida's jail system. And then that brings us up to he's now going through the court system. And here we are. All right. So, Zen, honestly, probably not somebody I would go digging too much into. But we'll just put it this way. The guy's a sicko. All right. And I'll tell you this. As this court coverage starts continuing, and fingers crossed, because I was able to access the court hearings, because as of right now, they're being done through Zoom or teleconference, okay? That may change, especially if it goes into a jury trial where they may want him in person. As of right now, he hasn't attended any of his hearings per the paperwork I've read. It's just been his lawyer. Pause for the cause. Darlene Valenzuela hitting us with the $10 super chat. Darlene, thank you so much. And I'm sorry. For some of you that are new, I do yell a lot. So if you're on your earbuds, just a warning. Darlene, thank you so much for that $10 super chat, my friend. This Gabble Slam goes out to you. Members of the jury, you know what to do. Spam them if you got them. So, where was I? See that and I easily get distracted too sometimes. But let's see. Got himself arrested. Okay, so now he's found himself going to the court system. Okay, now as far as coverage, so this is where I was going, kind of giving explanations then. I think what you will find in the coverage that I hopefully will be able to provide to you all, and that will be coming in the form of an actual, you guys seeing the actual court hearing. And I'm going to give you a little sample of what happened the day of his last hearing, which was on Monday, March 11th. Let's see, Thursday's 14th. Yesterday was the 13th, Tuesday 12th. Yeah, so that was on the 11th. I was able again to attend through teleconferencing the actual courtroom that his hearing was at. And I'll get to that once I bring up that video. But going forth, now that I'm able to attend those hearings, I will be bringing you that coverage. And I think you'll find through that coverage all you need to know about what's going on with this individual. I mean, just us going over his charges, I think will tell you enough. Okay? What up, Whirly? Oh, we'll get to it, Slow Adult. You must be new. We discuss a bit and then we present. No, I'll show you here in a second. So let's talk about court dates really quick. Okay. Let me show you what his court calendars look like since he's been put through the state of Florida's, let's see, court system. Give me 1 second to get this prompted up. Here we go. All right. Share screen, state of Florida. All right. So you guys should be seeing, okay, perfect. You guys are looking at what I'm seeing. All I'm doing is just mirroring the state of Florida's court case search website. Anything you guys can access, nothing special. Anybody in the public can access it. Now, just so I don't confuse you, Mr. Ward here has got 2 different cases pending, okay? One of them has 1 charge or 1 count. The other one has the 21 charges, okay? Just so that I can, differentiate between the 2, all right? So let's jump back over here. So the docket info that you're looking at currently has to do with the 1 count of lewd or lascivious exhibition offender over 18, okay? That is a felony level count. And what they've done now is they went ahead and put his other case and this case together as far as the docket. And now they're scheduling the dates for the 2 cases on the same date, which makes sense. So what happened was they had a hearing on Monday, March the 11th, which was for both cases. Okay. That hearing was continued. All right. We're going to take a look at a video here in a second to give you an idea of how that courtroom works. All right. So nothing happened. It was just continued. All right. It was continued for a new date, which is going to be, and you guys can see here, I'll put my cursor on it right there. May 2nd at 9:30 a.m. All right. So that's going to be when our next hearing is going to be at. Okay. Now, even on that date, by the way, and again, we're going to take a look at some video. The way this court goes, I have a feeling they're probably just going to continue it again. And until we actually see this set for a jury trial or something else other than a docket sounding, docket, or whatever you want to call it, event, it's probably just going to be continued, just like it has been since his first arraignment, which was October 30th of 2023. Okay. And again, he has been in custody since October. There's some rumors 5 months ago or 3 to 5 months ago that he was out of custody, but nope, that was just a rumor. All right. So this again was for the case having to do just with the 1 charge. Let me jump over to the case having to do with the 21 charges, or not new, but the case where they've added some new charges. As a matter of fact, they added 20 new charges to that case, just so I can show some of the new people that didn't catch that from our last update on this case. And just let me jump back on my phone here since I'm not using it for sound effects anymore. Back to the chat so I can see what you guys are asking or talking about. All right, so I got you guys back here on chat. Back to the chat so I can lower my volume down here. All right, cool. All right, here we go. So let's get out of here. So this was the one having to do with the lewd, lascivious exhibition. And let's jump back out of here to... I'll probably have to do another search really quick. Yep, just because it timed me out. Give me just 1 second. So this is going to be Ward James search. All right. So let's go down to the bottom. So we just saw the one here for the one charge. Here's the one with the 21 counts. All right. And we'll start from the top. So you can see we're still on the same individual. Defendant is Ward Nichols, James Leonard. And down to charges. And again, that is not my computer, just screen kind of glitching. What you are looking at are correct. 21 charges of possession of child pornography, more than 10 images, all felony level charges. All right. Now, what I wanted to share with you is this. This is going to be the kind of the court minutes from the last, let's see, hearing, which again was on March 11th, okay? Share a few things here with you. So on this case here, you can see where they've added, or now they're showing you all the charges again for that case. And it takes 2 pages. So 21 charges, okay? Then we get to the bottom here. So you'll see where it says defendant not present with public defender. So although he was not present, he was still represented by his public defender. And if you see kind of, let me get my cursor here, make it a little easier, where it's checked, says defense requests continuance. And it was obviously granted, and that has now been continued to May 2nd, 9:30 a.m., okay? Now, what's kind of interesting, though, is let me share another form with you here. Is although he does have a public defender now, it did look like back in February, he had signed this form here that was a refusal application for a public defender. So it reads, I have been offered, but I have refused to complete an application for the public defender. So I can't speak for Jimmy. I'm not sure what was going on with that. I don't know if it was just because he wanted to represent himself pro se, or if he was at some point planning on, utilizing the assistance of a private attorney, which is going to cost money. But at this current time, he is being represented by a public defender, which we're actually going to see as public defender. You're going to meet him here in a second when you take a look at the video. This one was pretty interesting here. Let's see here. I'm just kind of showing you some of the new paperwork here. Let's see, just make sure you guys can see this. Doesn't look like it. Let me share this new. Where am I at? All right, here we go. So yeah, see, let me see when this was dated. February 15th. So around February is when it looks like they added those 20 counts, because you can see where they added 20 counts to the original count, making a total of 21. And it's 20 counts now, so a total of 21 times $5,000. Each count is $5,000 bond. So that's $100,000. Well, it would be with the 21 counts, $105,000. And it's ordered, shall have no contact with any child under the age of 18. Signed by the judge and received on or filed on February 15th of this year. What up, Rage 64? What up, Candy Cane? What up, Paulo? Well, I don't think so, Paulo, because like I said, he's currently with the public defender that he's had since the beginning of this trial, or excuse me, of his case being heard or going in front of the judge. So again, I'm not too sure what's going on with that, because he wasn't being represented pro se this last hearing. As a matter of fact, I think we'll just segue right into the video that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me get out of all this stuff here. Go back here. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you the video that actually came from the March 11th hearing. Okay, this was from his docket. So again, he was not present. He's currently in jail. And he wasn't even present, or would have been present, like on the teleconference, okay? Like sometimes through the Zoom meetings, you know, obviously the attorney and the judge will be in the courtroom, and then they'll usually have like the the defendant / inmate appearing out of, you know, the jail through, again, the teleconferencing Zoom. But in this case, it wasn't, okay? As a matter of fact, I got my time a little bit mixed up as when the docket started, because you got to remember that day they're just not hearing Jimmy's case. They had probably over 30 other individuals that they're hearing on that docket for that judge just in that morning. Okay, so I got there a little late, but I was hoping that they still wouldn't have got to Jimmy's turn yet. Unfortunately, the way that they do the docket, they start from the earliest case and then work their way up. So I had just missed it. But it wasn't a big deal, because all they did was just continue it. As a matter of fact, it probably took no more than 5 to 10 seconds, and I'll show you exactly why. What I'm going to show you, though, is exactly where I started from. It's just going to be, we're going to just watch 10 minutes of this. I want you guys to get kind of an idea of how that court works. We're going to talk about it. I hope you guys see some of the observations that I saw, okay? So we're going to, observe how that court works. You'll get a feel for how the judge is, and then you'll actually meet and see who Jimmy's lawyer is, okay? Jimmy the Christian's lawyer is going to be at this current time. Again, they just continued it, and you're going to see that that's what they do in a lot of these cases. So that's why I made the assumption that it's just another docket sounding hearing, and based on the fact that this is how this court works, I have a feeling that that's just what's going to happen again come May the 2nd. All right. But either way, let's just take a look at it together. All right. So here we go. Let me just take this off. Hold on. Let me just take this off here. All right. It's not blocking anything.
Yes, sir. March 27th.
All right. So let me just start off really quick. This individual right here at the podium, right at the front, that is Mr. Vaso. That is the lawyer for Jimmy the Christian. Okay. The gentleman there in the suit and tie. That is his current lawyer. He is a public defender. Okay. Now, he is not discussing his case right now. I just want to make that clear. Obviously, somebody just finished coming up in front of the judge, and they were just assigning the new date for the continuance, okay? This is when I just started, or when I just popped in on the hearing. Again, this is all being done by Zoom. The next case should be done the next hearing, should be done just like you see here. So, assuming it is, I should be able to bring that to you either live, or I'm just going to go ahead and record it, and then I'll broadcast it after the hearing's done, okay? But without further ado, I'm just going to play this through. If we do get any donations that come through, since this is anything too important, we will definitely take a pause for the cause to shout out those donations. But assuming we have no interruptions, I'm just going to play this through till the end, just about 8 minutes, I think. That way, again, we get a feeling for how this courtroom is. There is an very interesting incident that happens actually here in about a few minutes that I hope you guys, stay and watch at least. And again, gives you kind of an idea of how this courtroom works. All right, we'll just put it that way. and some of these public defenders. That was really interesting. All right, here we go. Let me just make sure my volume's up good on this. Yep. All right. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself so you don't hear me anymore or any background. Here we go now.
27th, 1:30.
Yes, sir.
Now known as the Vasco docket.
All right.
There you go. Thank you. It's something named after you. 23, 1,000, better than the Lou. I've been learning about the Lou. 23, 1006, State of Florida versus Michael Gigliardo.
Sounds right to me, Judge.
I think I got it.
Approaching her.
Okay.
I have yet to meet this gentleman except for right this moment. We'd asked him to continue
Good
the
morning,
case.
sir. Mr. Is it Gigliardo?
Guagliardo.
Guagliardo. Close. Okay.
Been hacked my whole life. It's okay.
Yeah, okay. It's a Sicilian?
Yeah.
But the difference, pronunciation is Northern Italy, I think.
Guagliardo is
Yeah.
second G is silent.
There you go. Okay. May 2nd at 9:30. Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
23, 1008, State of Florida versus Denise Giuselli.
I live in Hollywood.
That's the arrest case.
May 2nd.
I don't know if they're on the docket.
Oh. Here it is, 23, 1200. All right, so we'll set that for May 2nd, 9:30.
Thank you.
Aaron Brune, 23, 1013. Mr. Hetherington? Good morning, Mr. Brune? Morning, sir.
Seems like a relatively simple case. I think we should probably set this for trial.
Okay, I'll set it for May. We'll save case for May 13th at 9:30 with a mini docket the Friday before at on May 10th at 3 p.m. sir. Okay, thank you.
You back for a minute. Okay.
23, 1016, State of Florida versus Leonard Williams.
When you call me and leave a number. Does the honor. The March 27th is available for change, please.
March 27th at 1:30.
Yes, sir.
23, 1023, State of Florida versus William Green.
Approaching her.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Green?
Yes.
Good morning.
My notes indicate this should probably be a plea. We asked to set a plea date.
How about April? Good morning, sir. Mr. Rollinson? Yes, sir. Let's go docket.
All right.
Okay, so the next person that comes up, I want you guys to pay close attention. His lawyer is this bald guy here with the glasses and suit. Again, my opinion, but I watched, and again, I'm not going to have you sit here and watch the whole docket, but I did for the most part. I don't even know. Again, this was just for today. That lawyer there probably had at the minimum 15 to 20 cases just from today that he was, representing. And you'll see the way he handles all his all his clients is he says the same thing. Just call me. Just call me. All right. So watch what happens with this next client. Okay. What up, Candy Kiss 33? What up, Gold Girl? And I don't know if you guys saw my note that I just made or comment, but the other observation I made is this judge is very quick. As soon as he finishes a case, hearing a case, there's no chit chat, there's no this, that. He just goes to the next case. I don't think it's in this video because I had to record in increments of 10 minutes. But in one of my other videos, you actually see some of the lawyers starting to get flustered with that. Well, I was able to manage to understand which case we were on. I don't know why one of those lawyers couldn't. And the reason is because they're trying to do other things, which they shouldn't. They're distracting themselves, right? And I think that's why the judge does that one. Also, he does it to be efficient. He does it so that they can clear as many cases as they can out of that docket than they should. So kudos to that judge because in reality, he's doing that for the taxpayers. Exactly, Roofer. All business, man, and that's how it should be, okay? All right, so here we go. I'm going to start right from where that next client comes up and just, again, listen to the interaction that happens. It's pretty funny.
Dustin, Your Honor, the March 27th.
We asked to set,
April, hearing Mr. Rollinson?
Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this probably is a simple case, so we'd ask to set this for a tentative plea unless you say otherwise. You should come in and talk to me and we'll set a plea date now. And we can,
March 27th at 9 a.m.
that's March 27th, Judge?
That's that's 2 Wednesdays from now.
March 27th at 9 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Call me.
When do I come to your office?
Just call.
I've called you 3 times in the last month, all unanswered. Your Honor, may I ask a question?
Sure.
How do I apply for a new public defender?
You have to file a motion for a motion to discharge your current public defender.
And how do I do that?
I can't give you legal advice.
Something that can be done here today?
Not today. You need to fill out, you need to do it in writing. You can ask for a Nelson hearing.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you, sir.
Okay. Here's my number.
I don't need it. I call you all the time. Never.
See you later.
Okay, thank you. I can understand your frustration.
Microphone drop, baby. Yeah, so and again, I think for the most part you guys could hear that interaction, but see what I meant? All the guy does is just say the same thing. Call me, call me. And what's funny is after this interaction, you'll see some of the other clients that this guy's representing kind of start to say the same thing. Now, they didn't have quite of an interaction like this, but they do, tell the lawyer, like, I have been calling you. And then, so what he starts doing, I don't know if you'll see it here, he actually starts handing out his personal cell number. And I think the only reason he did that was he knew that judge was starting to get a little upset. And you got to know that these public defenders are here almost every day. Most likely, they're almost in front of this judge probably more than 3 times a week. So I'm sure if this lawyer, public defender, has got a history of this shit, of not, communicating well with his clients, I'm sure this judge is very well aware of it and taking notes. All right, so let's continue.
(23) 1027 State of Florida versus Eric Spencer.
Morning, Judge.
We'd ask to
Morning,
continue
sir.
the case, Your Honor.
Mr. Spencer, correct?
Yes, sir.
You want to do what, Mr. Etherington? Do what? Continue?
We're going to continue,
May
yes.
2nd at 9:30.
May 2nd?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
23-1029 State of Florida versus Robert Krutov.
Good. Continue. Talk about it.
Sure. Just give you a call.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. You're Mr. Is it Kritoff?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And this is who, Your Honor?
Mike Robert Kritoff. Am I saying your name right?
Correct. You.
I mean, what's that? I think already 3 or 4 clients in a row we've just seen. But again, 3 or 4 clients in what? 2 or 3 minutes. This judge is.
We're closer than everybody else.
Who is
Right
it?
talk.
Mr. Kritoff.
Yeah, the PH is an F.
Okay.
We'd ask to continue, Judge. This is first time up.
May 2nd at 9:30.
Got to come in and see.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, call him.
23-1042, State of Florida versus Michael Moss.
Just call me.
No, I called him attention. You said you weren't-
May 2nd, 9:30.
Just leave us help.
23-1047,
Dude.
State of Florida versus Omar Caradine.
There's a waiver on file. Be requesting to continue.
May 2nd, 9:30. 23-1048, State of Florida versus Carl Alfano.
There's a waiver file unless we continue.
May 2nd, 9:30. 23-1053, State of Florida versus Nathan Maddox.
Bond, Your Honor.
All right. Again, just a little snippet of how that court works and functions. My opinion, very efficient. Again, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch the other cases that from that docket, but had you watched, you would have seen, again, just a lot of continuances. These lawyers do start getting a little flustered towards the end, with the judge, because one of them was complaining that they just couldn't hear the case number and he's going too quick. And then at that point, it was funny because then he just did this. He started say the name was NJCourts. He goes, NJCourts case number this, NJCourts case. He said it 10 times, man. I mean, it was insane. So I'm sure he's not the favorite of many lawyers, but hey, nothing wrong with running an efficient courtroom. All right. So let me get this off the screen here. All right. Back to Simois. Did you guys see my tie? Check that out. Got it at the dollar store. They sell them at Walmart for like $5. Don't get fooled. Just go to your dollar store or Dollar General, whatever. They still got them $1. Well, $1.25. But let me adjust my tie here. Look a little professional. All right. So that's kind of our update as far as Jimmy the Christian. Again, I will make sure that I'm at court on time, and that way we hear and see what happens come May 2nd. Okay. I have a feeling it's probably just going to be, as we saw, continuance and then the new court date. Who knows? But once we start getting trial ready, I think we're going to start seeing a lot more interesting stuff come out of this case. May not be things we want to hear, but at least the case will start progressing. Okay. It's kind of still at that point where, we've seen this on a lot of the other cases we've covered, right? Kind of same thing that happened with Trina with a lot of these continuing. And now with the Trina Golden case, we're scheduled for we're trial ready come April. Okay. I think starts mid-April. All right. That hearing or that trial. So, usually between the arraignment and if it's going to go to trial, we see a lot of continuances and back and forth. We saw it with Controlla before she ended up taking a plea deal. Okay. So nothing new. But thanks, Madame Star. Hey, we try to stay as festive as we can. Are they? Well, you know what? I'll tell you this. I'm not a fan of how they treat their employees there because those Dollar Tree and Dollar Generals, in my opinion, seem to attract a lot of criminals, aka shoplifters. And I don't think those employees, being that most of them are minimum wage employees, get paid enough to also be security. And I've noticed, at least in the state of New Mexico, and even in the areas that are really bad, they never have security guards there. So I don't understand how a corporate store can be so cheap not to provide, some type of thing to protect their liability, right? You don't want employees and your customers getting injured, but maybe they figure there's more liability with the security guard there. I don't know. But either way, I'm not a fan of them, even though I shop there. I wish we had more American-made products, but until that day happens. But are you going to be a rabbit for Easter? Sicilian Princess. I'm not going to be, but Rio might. I also, bringing that up, Worley, what else? Oh, did you guys hear the news on TikTok? Any of you TikTok users? I guess, let's see here. What's the latest, greatest news on that? Let me just pull it up. Looks like TikTok might be going away here in the United States. So let's see here. Let's watch something here. Let's go here. Give me 1 second here.
Nation's capital, the U.S. House of Representatives has passed a bill that would ban TikTok in the U.S. unless its Chinese parent company sells the social media platform. KTLA's Trevor Shirley, live in Washington, the latest for us. Trevor, good morning.
Frank, good morning to you as well. This vote just coming down in the House within the past hour or so. It was an overwhelmingly bipartisan vote. The final vote count coming in at 352 to 65. And because there was so much buy-in from both sides of the aisle, it could certainly influence how the Senate votes whenever this bill gets over to that side of Congress. The legislation comes amid growing concern over the Chinese government's ability to access data collected by TikTok.
This is a serious issue. We didn't come to it lightly.
Last week, a House committee unanimously passed the legislation that could potentially ban the social media app here in the U.S.
Algorithms, tracking people. It's dangerous for our young people, and we got to find a way to rein it in.
As it stands, the bill would force the Chinese company ByteDance to sell its ownership of TikTok or face a U.S. ban.
What we're dealing with here is very specific concerns about the structure of this company and its relationship with the Chinese government and the Chinese Communist Party.
The FBI and the FCC warned ByteDance could share TikTok user data with the Chinese Communist Party, something TikTok denies. But some lawmakers worry a ban could limit the rights of Americans.
Some of us are concerned that there are First Amendment implications here. Americans have the right to view information.
Supporters argue that's not the case.
Our bill is not an act of censorship. It is a safeguard for our citizens, a firewall against foreign adversary-controlled applications.
Others say Congress needs a more comprehensive approach to all social media, not just TikTok.
We can't just single out one. I don't think we fully appreciate the impact this is going to have.
Now, because we just saw such overwhelmingly bipartisan consensus on this legislation in the House, there's a really good sense now that senators will take a stronger look at this legislation and consider, because of that bipartisan support, whether or not that may influence how they end up voting on this. At this point, it's not clear when this legislation will make it over to the Senate for a vote or which way it could go over there either. That's the latest here in Washington. We'll send it back to you guys in LA.
Back to me, NJCourts. Thank you, David. Just kidding. And that was our news associate, David, with Channel News 5. Thanks, David. Oh, man, interesting. Well, I will say this. I think TikTok's a great start, but I think that, as most of you saw in my comment right now, I think that there's a lot more, or there's a lot other platforms that I think we should be taking a look at as far as when it goes to information gathering and what they're using with that info. Because a lot of us never read that fine print, right? Whenever we're signing up to all these cool little platforms, like even YouTube, We just click, okay, continue, 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 okay. So, but you know what? I'll tell you this. Don't let anybody ever fool you. Just because it's in the fine print doesn't mean that it can be legally held against you, okay? Contracts can be broken legally. All right, so that was just some quick, interesting news. Again, you know, sometimes we don't follow our itinerary, all right? That's why we're a news station. All right, so moving along, I guess we'll segue. Let me unmute myself again. For those that were curious as far as what was going on with the Mondo / Salmon Andy incident, here's all I got as of right now. Now, this week, for the remainder of the week, I'll try my best to get as much info as I can. And then next week, starting with the fresh week, you know, when I can start making calls and emails, I'll try to get some more info. But I'll tell you this, being that individual streams from, or did stream from, a platform that's got a lot of people, that's got a lot of time and nothing else to do, I'm sure there'll be a lot of updates coming on as far as what happened with Mondo. But the thing is are they true or not? Okay. So let me show you what I have to share, which is just going to be a video. This is just, let's see here. Oh yeah, this is from, excuse me. Shut this off here. Let me copy the URL here so I can shout this channel out. This comes from IRL Moment. Shout out to them. They're a big clip channel. As a matter of fact, I think we've been featured on their channel a couple of times. So shout out to them for those features. But let me just jump over to that screen so I can share that video with you. Oops, present.
You need to get some rest.
How? I'm calling the police. Yeah, go. It's okay, man. Don't worry.
Lo siento.
Hi, how you doing, Amanda? I'm just wanted to check in on my cousin Armando. I wanted to see how he was doing.
He's here. He's still in trauma ICU. Unfortunately, until there's a proxy established, like we can't really release too much information on him. But he's doing all right.
Okay, so he's doing all right. Is he like asleep? Is he under?
Yeah, he's asleep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so he's in he's more or less in a coma. That's what I'm still.
He's. I don't know what they told you earlier about him, but since I've been here since 7 p.m., nothing's changed, which is good.
Okay. Yes. So okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
The best bet would be to try to call tomorrow during the daytime.
Hannah wiped my whole account. I'm gonna have to call the police. She wiped my whole bank account. 30K, bro.
What are they doing?
All right, so that's the update that I have according to IRL. I always mess up their channel name. Give me 1 second. IRL Moments. I always want to call them something else. But that is your update from IRL Moments. Again, I will work on getting you any other updates that I can. I actually want to put a poll up, and I'm curious as to what you guys have to say. So give me a second. I'm going to post that right now. All right, I just posted that now. I'm curious as to what you guys have to say. And when I mean update, as far as on my end, that's going to be in the form of whether he was cited, whether there's a criminal charge that was issued in this case. You know, is there a case number? That's pretty much what I'm going to try to do, because I'll say this. Based on some of the pictures I've seen, and again, things can be photoshopped, things can be made up. We know this, okay? But based on what I've seen, it does appear that he was possibly staring at his phone while he was driving and when this accident happened. I'm not sure at this moment who's at fault. It appears based on what we've seen, that probably was him. But again, I don't know, okay? But if that's the case, let's just play devil's advocate. Let's assume he was streaming, he was texting, you know, checking his chat, whatever, and he wasn't paying attention in front of him, and he collided or hit a vehicle. I think we've got pretty much the same. We're seeing the same thing that happened with Controlla, another individual. I don't even call that person a streamer, that spends their time on the YouTube platform and was involved in an accident that, at the end of everything, they actually were charged with a misdemeanor assault with an auto on their child. Had to plead guilty to that. Pretty serious, right? Their child got injured per the court records. The individual that she hit got injured. Now, you see the way, as far as Mondo looked, that type of impact probably injured another driver, okay? And there's probably going to be a lot of liability there. Now, people have mentioned as well that in the past, Mondo, I don't know if this was stated from him or they just had, made observations that he drives a lot without, insurance. So we're not sure if his vehicle was currently insured as well. That's going to be huge, especially if people got hurt. Gold Girl, as of this moment, I have not heard anybody as far as dying from this incident here. I did hear, and again, this is this just came as rumor. This is just stuff I'm reading off of a forum, and I don't know where they would have got this. That's why I'm pretty sure it's just a rumor, because unless, you're there or they already have access somehow to the police incident report, there was a statement made that 2 other people were injured possibly. And I would assume those were the driver, passengers of the other vehicle that he collided into. So that's the information that I want to try getting, as far as, were there any charges, any injuries? Is there going to be an incident report? Is there going to be, a case brought forth, So updates will be coming. All right. So again, I hope that gave, for some of you that hadn't maybe seen that update yet, somewhat of an update on what's going on with that. But again, I'm still pretty fresh to that incident. So this rest of the week, this week and going forth next week, I will try to get as much info as I can with that. We got a busy, as far as NJCourts' docket, pretty busy docket with the MGL case, the Michelle Sabate DUI hearing, and now, for those that know or may not know, she got a second DUI. So still waiting on FOIA requests coming through on that. We've got the Trina Golden coverage coming up. She's going to be going to a trial. Very serious case going on with that. We've got Jimmy the Christian, now starting to kind of get to that, hopefully, phase where they're going to start getting into a trial setting. What else do we got going on? Pretty much just most recent is going to be, or more current is going to be, the MGL case in Trina. I think we still got to, obviously until May, till the next hearing for Jimmy the Christian. And then I'll see what's going on now with Mondo. That now might lead into a hearing, okay? And we might now have to add him to the list of coverage. I'm going to have like a wall now, like the wall of shame or something. Again, a rumor. Yeah. I'm sure we'll find out here soon enough, Gold Girl, because let's just assume he's okay. Maybe he got some serious injuries, but he's okay. He's stable. Knowing how Mondo is, and just based again on his past, I'm not making just write out allegations, okay? This is stuff that's happened in the past. I'm sure he'll be the first to come out with info on what happened, according to him, and how you can donate to some type of GoFundMe for a new vehicle or something, or his medical bill or his lawyer bill or something like that. So we're going to find out, Saved Alaska. We don't know what he hit at this time. So as a matter of fact, it was funny because, again, if you guys don't know, a lot of the rumors that we read off of, as far as me, come from the IP2 community forum. And on one of the posts, somebody had wrote, NJCourts, please help. Well, I'll try my best. Okay, Roofer, we're probably reading the same thing. That's what I had heard too on his end. So, and again, as far as medical condition on his end, I probably won't be able to give you an update because they don't release that information, right? I mean, as much would be in a police incident report is all I can do. 100% agree with you, Aaron W. Unfortunately, a lot of the people we cover are part of that community, and some info comes from that forum, is why I study it every once in a while. Okay, so moving down the line. Let's see here. I think I kind of covered all the updates. Oh, as far as what do we got coming up as far as court cases in March? Let me move out of the way here. So, use this as a pointer here. I'm going to have to get me one of these little laser pointers now. So, I feel like I'm a professor at school. All right, students. So, today is, actually, we need to adjust that. Today's the 14th. So, as you can see, we've got one more day to finish the week. Tomorrow will be the 15th. Then we go into St. Paddy's Day weekend. Technically, St. Paddy's Day is on the 17th, which is going to be a Sunday. For some reason, I thought it was Saturday. Everybody celebrates it Saturday night, but it is pretty much known as an all-day festivity type of deal. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of festivities going on all day Sunday. But Monday, see, that's why I'm glad I checked. I know we got something on Monday, and I don't have it here. Yep. Tommy James got a pre-trial hearing March 18th at 1:30 p.m. So let's get that filled up. So let's see. Tommy's our blue marker. So let's go to Monday. We'll do a little blue box. And we said at 1:30. So he's going to have an afternoon hearing. And this is a PTH, or just abbreviations for pretrial hearing. All right. And if you're needing to get caught up on Tommy James's case, there's plenty of updates we've done on his case, as well as Tommy actually came up and gave us his own update, which was super cool. Maybe Tommy will even give us an update as far as what happened coming up on Monday, because that was just actually a continuance from the 4th. He actually had that same hearing scheduled for March the 4th, but he was, I guess, according to the court notes, it appears that he wasn't able to attend it in person, but they were able to sign for him because he was at home due to a medical illness or something like that. So they still proceeded with it, I believe, but they just requested a continuance is what happened. So that means his lawyer probably was there, because I know the hearing before this, his lawyer was not present. So that's, like I said, the dude's had a lot of continuances on his case. All right. Then we've got EBZ has got his case. Remember, that was rescheduled for April the 10th. So as far as March dates, unless, things can change, but as far as March, all we have left is going to be this Monday, the 18th, and that's going to be for Tommy James's pretrial hearing. After that, pretty much everything starts kicking off in April. We've got Trina's trials, trials going to start in April. We've got, let's see here, EBZ scheduled for April. Let's see here. And I'm just, okay, and then Jimmy's next hearing is going to be in May. So, yeah, April and May, still going to be busy months. And then, of course, I'm sure with Michelle, I guarantee you she's got to have an arraignment coming up next week, if it already didn't happen this last week, for that second DUI she picked up. So I'm assuming she's going to have an arraignment here very soon. So we may have another date to add to this here next week. I'll find out. Yeah, I've noticed that. Worley says, have you requested a FOIA report from Florida Highway Patrol for the crash reports? Are you for Mondo? No. Actually, Worley, I'll reach out to you here after the broadcast because I have a question for you, but I have not. And that would actually be something I would like to request, absolutely. Now, obviously, it's not going to show us the accident, but it'll show us, what was said, once they got there. And we'll see a lot of what happened because I'm sure you'll see the officer walking around the crash and everything like that. So, okay, let me just check and make sure I didn't miss any note. Whoa, hold on. I did, and I apologize. We just got let me see here. I believe this is through Venmo. Excuse me. I had my phone turned down the volume, so I didn't hear the alert. Yeah, we did just get a Venmo. Nice, cool. Let me give a big shout out. So I want to say a huge shout out to Vanessa for the $25 Venmo donation. Thank you so much to Vanessa. Members of the jury, you know what to do. Spam them if you got them, ladies and gentlemen. And Vanessa, this gavel slam goes out to you, my friend. Throw some love back to you there. Thank you again for your support. Oh, an announcement. Big announcement. Just came in right now. We've got a new Stoner Scribe video that just dropped right now. And it's titled, Michelle Goes Live, Ruins at Ski Mask Andy's Tanking Ratings. Parody. Let's check it out. As a matter of fact, we're going to end today's broadcast. And actually, you know what? I was going to end it with something funny and fun. That's why I wanted to do the photo shoot with you guys. But I want to end it instead with something that'll be a lot funnier. Let's watch the new Stoner Scribe parody video. The last one was hilarious. So I'm really curious to see how this second one continues. Just give me a second. I'll get that loaded up. Let's go. That's what's up, Gold Girl. All right. Let's go here to my buddy Stoner Scribe. And if you guys have not subscribed to Stoner yet, I highly suggest you do. That way you get all his notifications and you know every time he drops one of his new parodies because they are hilarious. And you know what? I was just in the mood for some good laughs. So perfect timing, Stoner. All right, here we go. Get this pulled up here. I will go ahead and shut myself up. And then, of course, I'm going to say goodbye. As soon as we're done watching this, I'm not going to end the stream yet. I'm going to say some goodbyes, go over a little bit of what you guys can expect for our exciting St. Paddy's Day IRL special. Oh, it's going to be a blast, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so here we go. I present to you Stoner Scribe.
Thank you so much. Enjoy.
It's cold as fuck again. Where the fuck is my plug? Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Oh, geez, Louise. Why is it that I can't get away from my haters anywhere that I go? Well, I didn't even know I was going to see you again today, David. Your usual plug is out again. He was taking care of his sick kids. Do you ever take care of your sick kids, David? I don't have no fucking kids, NorCal. Stop saying stupid shit and give me my weed already. Oh, Ski, this doesn't look like your usual amount for what you get. Have the whales been low on money? Yeah, I ain't even having too many cash apps coming through lately. Imagine not being able to give a streamer that you like $2. The views have been low. And I can't get no money from my fucking channel. I can't get no channel monetized. I tried everything. It's done. It's not like doing shit for me either. Oh yeah, that's dumpster fire. Did you see their newest clip? No, what was it?
I left it here somewhere. I know I left the keys here. I can't find them, chap.
Jiminy Christmas, Michelle. Yes, sir. It looks like you're gonna have to find another way to get those views. The fuck you, NorCal. Don't go off and tell me what the fuck to do. Don't tell me what the fuck to do, bitch. Whatever you say. Oh, hey, did you want some more amyl nitrate to go along with that weed? And I don't need no fucking anal nitrate, NorCal, trying to poison me the same way you did last time. Anal nitrate. Fuck you, NorCal. Hater. All the meth that I sell tomorrow, 40% off.
What I found out is that 3 weeks after my friend died, started living with this girl. And then 3 months later, he moved her into my best friend's house.
Yeah, you were jealous.
He had cheated on me the whole time.
How do you know that? Pillow talk?
Got notes. I got notes.
Nobody cares, Michelle.
And I've been trying to get people into my Cash App.
Michelle, I only got 1 or 2 donations in the last 24 hours. What are you even begging for donations for?
I don't ever post my Cash App. I ask anybody who watches me.
Nobody watches you, Michelle. Those are all my viewers. Get out of here, Michelle. Those not getting me any fucking views. She ain't doing shit for me.
Boy, now what in the hell did you possibly think you get out of that woman?
The Michelle fight used to work so well, and now I can't even get 40 viewers in my fucking chat, even with Michelle around.
Well, they probably feel the same way your mother and I do. That they're tired of that crap.
Shut your bitch ass up, Dad. I don't need your fucking negativity. If I wanted to hear some little bitch run his mouth about me, I'll just hop on my live stream again and listen to my trolls and haters talk all their fucking shit to me again.
Never gonna learn a goddamn thing.
Oh, Michelle's calling me again. What the fuck do you want, Michelle?
Hey, Steve, did you get the screenshot of my paycheck?
Of your paycheck? $1,200? You have $1,200 right now?
In my account right now, yeah.
How many fucking donations are you getting, Michelle?
That's all from my job, Ski. I'm 50 years old, and I'm working a job that normally like 24 and 25-year-olds come to work at.
What the fuck do you have more money in your account than I do, Michelle?
I just told you I work.
Michelle, you don't need to throw your fucking money in my face when I don't have any cash apps coming through.
Maybe that would change if you got yourself a damn job.
Shut your bitch ass up, Dad.
Dear, I don't know what you're so upset about.
You're just another fucking leech, Michelle, subsisting off my existence and my content. You just want to take all my fucking funding.
Steve!
Fuck out of here, Michelle. Fucking loser. I know I have a Western Union option this time. It's my channel to do what I want with. I would do whatever the fuck I want. You need to stop watching, but violating the terms of our agreement.
Hey, what's that?
I don't got nobody's show that I can join.
You can come on my show.
Oh, that'll go over well. On Rumble?
Yeah, I'm about to go live in 25 minutes.
Nobody cares. No, nobody cares over here. You're in the skiverse. You're just a little tiny dot on the radar of the skiverse. You don't even have a cool name for your community.
It's the Michelle effect.
Yeah, that's long gone.
No, the Michelle effect still totally works. I'm not gonna pay your way to come up here. Hey, maybe Valley Girl will pay you.
Fuck out of here, Michelle. Fuck out of here with that free commercial.
If you liked what you see today, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and of course, subscribe to Stoner Scribe. Thank you so much. Until next time.
Well, since I don't have my sound effects board, I'm just going to do my own. My God, I needed that this morning. That was effing hilarious. Shout out to you, Stoner Scribe, again for dropping another hilarious and awesome parody, my friend. Keep them coming. What up, Matthew Nichols? All right. So as I guess an ending to today's show, I want to share and invite you guys as well to the St. Patty's Day IRL festivities with NJCourts. I will be dropping a notification tomorrow and let you guys know. It'll be like kind of like a, if you guys remember, like, you know, like if you've been to an event, I know it's been a while for some of us, you know, they kind of have like the date, the time, and they'll list all like the kind of the itinerary of what's going on. I'm going to do something like that. There's going to be a schedule of events. Okay. It's going to be quite an eventful, fun, exciting, maybe boring for some of you guys weekend. But either way, we're definitely going to go out and do some IRL. I've got a lot of things lined up for the weekend, starting Saturday, going all the way through Sunday, which technically is officially St. Patty's Day. So once I get off this stream, I'm going to do a little bit of some research and work. And then I've got to we're going to do the photo shoot with the doggos. So you guys are follow me on Instagram, or if you're members, or not members necessarily, if you just follow the channel, you should get a notification. I'll post it on the community post. I'll post some of the pictures from our photo shoot, but that should be pretty fun and exciting with the dogs. It's always pretty fun to try to get the dogs to sit and pose for you. And we always get some really funny pictures out of it too. So yeah, no, it's going to be a good weekend. So I hope you guys can join. And Madame Star, I appreciate that. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you there. If there's any breaking news updates that may come between now and my next time I see you, keep your notifications on, because you'll know those breaking updates. Dun, 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 dun. Break, all right? So that concludes our Thursday morning, March 14th, St. Patty's Day special. We'll just go with that. Court coverage update, all right? Got an exciting next week lined up. We've got hopefully a lot of FOIA requests that are going to be coming in. Next month's going to be really packed with a lot of, court coverage. Hoping we're going to have a lot of actual like live broadcasts so we can watch this coverage. The updates are okay but they get a little boring. I'm like everybody else. I like to watch stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm trying my best to get that for you guys. All right. So with that being said, join me when I say, always remember, keep your head on a swivel. All right. Not ski mask style, okay? His head's on a swivel for other reasons, all right? Not because his head's, not because he's prepared. Always check that 6 every once in a while. Most importantly, because we need a lot of it right now, don't forget to love somebody, man. Don't spend your time hating on people, all right? Even ski mask, all right? That's why I don't even cover that guy anymore, all right? Well, one, until he gets in trouble again, we're a court news channel. There's nothing to cover. But two, man, the guy's just full of hate too, right? Why you sit there and watch that shit? Fill your lives with fun, love, exciting things to do. Because remember, you only got one fucking life, all right? That's it, all right? And what else? Oh, and with that being said, NJCourts is officially out of here. We'll see you guys this weekend, all right? Yes, okay, gotcha, Candy Kiss. Well, I'm going to second that applause again for Stoner Scribe. Again, if you guys haven't checked out his page, his channel, you thought that was hilarious. He's got, I think he's probably, I haven't even checked, but I'd say he's probably at least getting close to 100 videos, if not already, of just some funny ass stuff, man. So check it out. Appreciate you guys taking the time to join me. Thank you to all the members of the jury for all your continued support. Thank you to all my mods for being here today and taking the time out of your busy day to help this channel out. Again, thank you to all the viewers, whether you love me, hate me, or you're somewhere in between. You have a wonderful effing weekend. Enjoy your St. Patty's Day. Hopefully you'll be able to make it out and hang out with me. But if we don't see you, again, Have fun, drink responsible, and again, don't drink and drive, man. Just get a ride, all right? Worst case, if you can't find a ride, call me. Well, don't call me, but Instagram me, and I'll find you a ride, all right? All right, you guys, take care. Peace!